Hey everyone, today we are going to explain the drama Return to Make Them Pay. The drama begins inside a beautifully decorated church. A woman named Elena White stands in a white wedding dress, full of joy. After waiting 10 long years, today is finally her wedding day. She's excited to marry the man she loves, Victor Steele. Suddenly, the church door opens. Elena turns around, smiling brightly as she softly says, Victor. Yes, it's him. Victor walks in wearing a black formal wedding suit. Elena's eyes shine with happiness. She can't stop smiling, but something feels off. Victor doesn't look happy. His face is cold. There's no excitement in his eyes. He walks up to Elena and quietly says, Sorry, Elena. Before she can understand what's going on, two bodyguards and a nurse enter the room. Victor tells them to drain Elena's blood. Shocked and terrified, Elena begs him to stop. The bodyguards grab her and force her onto a sofa. The nurse walks up with a syringe. Elena cries out, Please don't do this. I gave you everything. My company, my blood, my organs for Linda. You promised me a perfect wedding if I helped you. Tears stream down her face. You said you loved me. Just then, a cold voice echoes through the church. Your wedding? Oh, please. A woman walks in, dressed in a white gown like a bride. Her name is Linda Green, Victor's secret mistress. Linda walks confidently and says, Today, Victor is marrying me, not you. She reaches out and takes the wedding ring from Elena's hand. Elena watches helplessly. Her heart breaks as she sees Linda wearing the same ring Victor once gave to her. Tears fill Elena's eyes. Linda smirks and says, Everything you see here, it's all prepared for us, not you. She holds Victor's hand proudly. Elena speaks softly. Victor, you promised to marry me. But Victor laughs cruelly. Why would I marry someone like you? I need someone strong and beautiful, someone like Linda. Then he adds coldly, Besides, you're practically already dead. Elena whispers, I did everything you asked. I even gave Linda my organs. Why would you do this to me? Linda rolls her eyes and says, Baby, her whining is ruining my wedding mood. Victor replies harshly, You're trying to guilt trip me, Elena. I've supported your useless life for so long. Be grateful. But Elena fires back. Supported me? What you gave me in a month is nothing compared to what I gave you every day. Without me, you'd still be a housemaid's son. Victor's face turns red with anger. He suddenly grabs her by the neck and shouts, Shut up! Your father's been dead for years, and you still act like some princess. That company is called Steel Corporation now. My name, not yours. He throws her to the sofa. Blood drips from her nose. He smiles cruelly and says, You're going to die here, Elena. But in her mind, Elena remembers something. You're not the same boy who once jumped into the water to save me, she thinks. Linda walks over and laughs. You weak fool. Did you really think Victor loved you? Elena looks at her and says, This is all because of you. Linda leans in and whispers with a wicked grin. Let me tell you a secret. I was never sick. I never needed your organs, your liver, your kidneys. I fed them to the dogs. Elena, heartbroken, softly says her name. Linda. Linda continues, That's what happens when you compete with someone like me. I always win. She shows off the ring proudly, but Elena doesn't give up. With pain in her voice, she says, You may have won today, but if I could go back in time, I'd use all my strength to make you pay for everything you did to me. Linda scoffs. Oh, just die already. You're so boring. Then she adds with a smirk, Oh, and I almost forgot something. That boy who saved you in the water all those years ago, that wasn't Victor. He can't even swim. Elena's eyes widen in shock. Her whole world shatters again. If it wasn't Victor, then who saved me, she wonders. Victor and Linda walk away, leaving Elena alone and broken in the church. As Victor and Linda walk out of the church, A car pulls up in front of them. A man steps out. His name is Adam Till, Elena's best friend. Victor and Adam lock eyes for a moment, but they don't say a word. Adam walks past him without a glance and rushes into the church. Inside, he sees a heartbreaking scene. Elena is lying on the floor, weak and covered in blood. She tries to get up, but her body is too weak. Adam runs to her and holds her in his arms. Tears well up in his eyes as he says, "I'm so sorry, Elena. I came too late. Let's get you to the hospital." But Elena speaks softly. "It's too late, Adam. I never thought, at the moment of my death, you'd be the one thinking about me." Adam breaks down. "I just wanted you to be happy with him. If I'd known you were suffering like this, I never would have let it happen." He pleads, "Come on, hang in there. We're going to the hospital." But Eleanor only blames herself. "It's my fault. I loved the wrong person, and he destroyed me." She tries to say more. "If I could go back in time." But suddenly she coughs up blood. Adam cries out, "No, Eleanor, stay with me. Don't close your eyes, please." But it's too late. Eleanor dies in Adam's arms. The scene shifts. Eleanor is lying in a hospital bed. Her eyes slowly open. Confused, she looks around. "Where am I?" she wonders. She touches her body. "Am I alive? I don't feel sick." She looks at the calendar on the wall. The date says 2023. Her eyes widen in shock. "What? Did I go back in time? 2 years?" Eleanor quickly changes out of the hospital gown. Just then, she hears footsteps and hides behind the curtain. From the other side, a familiar voice speaks. It's Victor. "Baby, you passed out again from anemia. But don't worry. I'll tell Elena to get you a blood transfusion right away." Elena's eyes burn with rage as she listens. Linda replies weakly, "Don't bother her. She already gave blood once. I can hold on. You're too kind." Victor chuckles and says, "She won't mind. That's what Elena's here for, to give you as much blood as you need, whenever you need it." Hearing this, Elena's thoughts race. "Victor, before I time traveled, you took everything from me. But now I'm back, and you're going to regret ever meeting me." Just then, Victor reaches to move the curtain. But Elena pulls it aside herself with a confident smile and says, "Looking for me?" Victor is shocked. He looks at Linda, then at Elena, confused. "You're up? That's great. Linda's not feeling well. Can you quickly give her some of your blood?" Elena calmly replies, "If you love her so much, why don't you give her your blood? That would be super romantic." Victor blinks. She's talking back. What's gotten into her today? He thinks. He tries to keep control. "Wow, talking back now, huh? That's brave." But Linda suddenly interrupts, calling Victor's name weakly. Victor rushes to her. "Linda, are you okay?" She replies, "I feel dizzy. I don't know how much longer I can hold on." Victor turns to Elena angrily. "Can't you see she's suffering? Give her your blood now." But Elena just looks at him and thinks to herself, "From now on, nothing will be the same. This is where my revenge begins." She gives a small, calm smile. Victor tries to take her hand to draw blood, but Elena suddenly snaps, "Don't touch me." Shocked, Victor asks, "Honey, what's wrong with you today? Linda's about to pass out. Are you deaf? Give her your blood. That's an order." Elena responds coldly, "Am I her mother? Why is it my job to take care of her?" She turns to Linda and says, "You're just dizzy. Get over it." Victor tries to argue, but Linda suddenly changes her tone. She pretends to be a kind and humble woman. "Forget it, Victor. It's my fault my body is like this. Just leave me. I'll suffer alone." Elena walks closer to her and with a sharp smile asks, "Linda, are you sure my blood actually helped you last time?" Linda, still pretending to be weak, says softly, "Elena, what are you talking about? Your blood is the only reason I'm alive." But Elena isn't falling for it anymore. Victor snaps at her. "Stop staring at her. What are you doing, Elena? Her nerves can't handle this. Without saying a word, Elena grabs a medical file from the doctor's hands, flips it open, and holds it up to Victor. Look here, she says. Linda's blood type is O negative. Mine is B negative. Those types are incompatible. Forcing a transfusion between them could be fatal. Surely even you know basic biology, right, doctor? Victor turns to Linda, stunned. He doesn't know what to say. Linda suddenly stammers, But, doctor, Taylor told me it was okay. She turns to the doctor and yells, You should be fired for this. The doctor looks nervous and says, maybe there was a lab mistake. I'll recheck it. He quickly leaves the room. Now Linda's alone with Victor and Elena. She tries to stay calm and says, This is all my fault. I'm sorry, Elena. We should have never trusted that doctor. But Victor turns to Elena and snaps again. She didn't even use your blood this time. Stop acting like a jealous maniac. Elena pushes Victor aside and walks right up to Linda. But you did use my blood this morning, right? She says. If you really had, your body would have gone into shock. I'm only asking because I'm concerned, of course. Now Linda panics inside. If I don't faint now, she thinks, they'll know I'm lying. So she suddenly clutches her head and acts dizzy. Maybe you're right, Elena. My head, I think I'm going to faint. And just like that, she pretends to pass out. Victor panics. Elena watches her fake collapse, but she knows the truth. She grabs a syringe from the table. Victor grabs her wrist. What are you doing? Elena looks him straight in the eyes. You don't understand. I'm trying to help her. This is the only way. Victor steps back, thinking she's actually trying to save Linda. Elena slowly brings the needle close to Linda's skin. Linda stays still, but is screaming inside. Victor, save me. Please. But Elena whispers with a wicked smile, Oh, I know you won't feel a thing. In her mind, she remembers Linda's words from the wedding. I was never sick. I fed your organs to the dogs. Eleanor thinks, Today, I'm ripping off your mask myself. She jabs the needle into Linda's hand. Linda screams silently in her head, This hurts. She's really going to drain all my blood. As Elena draws the blood, she says calmly to Victor, Call a nurse. I might need a bigger syringe. Who knows how much of my blood is in Linda's body? We need to remove every drop. Suddenly, Linda can't take it anymore. She jumps up and shouts, Stop! Elena leans in close. Shh, Linda, relax. I just need to make sure every drop of my blood is out of your body. Just lay back. Linda stammers, I didn't use any of your blood. Victor turns to her, completely confused now. Wait, what? Linda finally admits, I never had anemia. I didn't use her blood at all. Elena smirks. So let me get this straight. You pretended to be sick? You used me, took my blood for fun? She turns to Victor. Wow, Victor, you picked a real psycho for a girlfriend. Victor tries to defend himself. Linda's fine now. This whole thing was just preventative. That's all. Elena laughs coldly. And what about the blood I lost? Maybe I should take some from you to balance it out. Victor growls. Elena, I'm warning you. Suddenly, two of Linda's friends barge into the room, Yolanda Goodman and Emma Paul. They shout at Elena, What are you doing to Linda? You're nothing but Victor's maid. So what if she drains you dry? What are you going to do about it? Emma adds smugly, Yeah, you should be grateful Linda even considered using a maid's dirty blood. That's when Elena realizes something even bigger. Victor has been acting like he's a rich man in front of them, while using her wealth and body the whole time. As the truth starts to come out, Elena is furious. She realizes the shocking truth. Victor has been pretending to be her father's son, the heir to her family's wealth, while painting her as just a maid. She turns to Linda's friends and asks, What makes you think I'm the maid and he's the young master? Victor gets tense. He knows this could blow up everything. Linda's friends laugh cruelly. You pathetic girl, one sneers. Do you really think young Master Victor would choose you? Look at yourself. You'd only be in his presence if he hired you. The other adds, when Victor and Linda get married, maybe they'll let you serve drinks at the wedding. That way, you can see what it's like to be loved by someone rich and powerful. Victor looks nervous. Linda heard everything. Elena stands tall and says, why don't you consider that this villa is mine? And Victor is actually my family servant. Victor's expression drops. He tries to explain, but Linda's friends interrupt. Young master, just fire this crazy girl already. She doesn't belong here. One of them even spits out, people like her belong on the street. Elena stares coldly at Victor and thinks to herself, you stole my identity. You made me your maid while pretending to be the heir. I'll make you pay. Victor snaps, enough. If you cross the line, I'll show you who I really am. Elena replies, yes, show me. You live under my roof, insult me, and still act like you're the master. You don't even belong here. Victor shouts, you're fired! Linda and her friends cheer. Yes! Finally, the maid is gone. Poor girl. She probably doesn't even know where she'll sleep tonight. They laugh and mock her. Let's celebrate Linda's recovery, they say. And we can visit young Master Victor's grand villa. I've only seen places like that in magazines. Victor smiles smugly at Elena and says, let's have dinner first, then go to the villa at 5 p.m. Everyone leaves laughing and mocking Elena. But she just smiles and says softly, okay, Victor. I'll see you at my villa at 5 p.m. Sharp. Later that evening, Elena arrives at her villa. As she approaches the door, she starts to enter her password. But the door opens before she finishes. It's the maid, Sarah, who is actually Victor's mother. Sarah looks shocked and not at all happy to see Elena. What are you doing here? She asks coldly. Elena calmly replies, oh, Sarah, you're not happy to see me? Just then, Victor, Linda, and her friends arrive outside, excited to see the villa. Linda's friends scoff. Why is she here? Shouldn't she be out on the street, freezing to death? You're fired. You don't belong here. They laugh. Sarah, however, opens the door and happily welcomes Victor and his guests inside. But Elena walks in first and shuts the door behind her. Sarah quickly opens it again. Elena firmly shuts it again and says, close the door. He's not coming in. Sarah looks confused. But young Master Victor hasn't come in yet. Elena looks her straight in the eye and says, my father had only one child, and that's me. Sarah chuckles nervously. Surely you and Victor just had a small fight. Don't take it so seriously. He is a kind man. You two would be a perfect match. I'll talk to him, ask him to be more patient with you. Elena cuts her off. Let me say this one more time. Victor didn't come here today. And he won't be coming again. She walks away, leaving Sarah stunned. In her mind, Sarah mutters bitterly, this little girl actually thinks I'm just a maid. A moment later, Victor arrives and knocks on the door. Sarah beams with joy, happy to see her son. But suddenly, Elena storms to the door and slams it shut. Victor's hand is caught in the door. He winces in pain, but Elena doesn't care. She opens it just enough to glare at him. You said you fired me and told me not to come to your villa, she says coldly. Well, I'm obeying your order. So now you tell me, why are you at my house? Victor growls, what are you doing, Elena? That's enough. If you stop now, I won't punish you. But if you keep this up, you'll regret it. Linda and her friends watch in disbelief as Elena stands up to Victor. They're furious. Why is this girl acting like she owns the place? One of them says. Why isn't Victor doing anything? She's just a maid. Eleanor turns to Victor with a cold stare. You said if I stop, you'll forgive me. I don't need your forgiveness, Mr. Victor, and you're not coming into my house. She turns to Sarah, the maid, and Victor's mother, and commands, kick them out. Sarah hesitates. She looks at Victor, unsure what to do. But before she can act, Victor suddenly grabs the door and forces it open, while Elena tries to push it shut. A fierce struggle happens at the doorway. Victor growls, "If I don't go in now, everything I told them will be exposed. They'll know I'm just the son of a maid." He shoves the door open and pushes Elena aside. She falls hard to the floor. Linda and her friends laugh cruelly. "Wow, this evening just got interesting," one of them says. Sarah, Victor's mother, looks pleased to see her son win the fight, but Elena calmly gets up, pulls out her phone, and makes a call. "Hi, Dad. I want to fire our maid. Immediately." Linda's friends scoff. What is she even saying? Has she lost her mind? Emma laughs. "Why isn't Victor putting an end to this? He already fired her earlier. Something weird is going on." Elena smirks and says, "Oh, you want to see something weird? I'll count to three, and you'll see your so called young master run out of this house like a scared puppy." She starts counting. One. To everyone's shock, Victor rushes to Elena, bows his head, and says, "Forgive me, it's my fault. I won't do it again." Linda and her friends are stunned. Sarah quickly steps in with a sweet smile. "Come in, my dear. Please." Eleanor walks inside. Sarah gently invites her to the table, saying, "Why call the chairman over something so small?" Eleanor calmly replies, "Because otherwise you forget who pays your salary." Then she adds sharply, "From now on, I'll call you Miss White." Sarah forces a smile. "Why call me that? Just call me maid." Eleanor's tone turns colder. "I'll call you whatever I want. If you don't like it, I'll fire you right now." Sarah quickly backs down. "No, no, it's fine. You can call me Miss White." Meanwhile, Linda and her friends are in shock. "Victor, why are you begging her?" one asks. "She's just your maid." Victor, hiding the truth, lies smoothly. "My father called. He said Elena is young, so I decided to give her one more chance. That's all." Trying to move on, Victor says, "Let's all come inside." They sit at the table. Victor tries to sit in the main chair, but Elena stops him. "Don't sit there." Linda's friends exchange confused looks. Why is she telling the young master where he can and can't sit? Victor leans toward Elena and whispers angrily, "You're going too far. If you raise your voice one more time, I'll punish you." Elena simply laughs. Linda loses her patience. "Victor is kind. That's why you're getting away with this. But now you're telling him not to sit at his own dining table?" Eleanor just smiles sweetly. "You two are a match made in hell. Perfect for each other." Victor forces a smile, but his face is full of rage. Linda glares and thinks to herself, "This witch knows exactly how to push my buttons. I'm going to destroy her." Then she switches tactics. "Eleanor," she says sweetly, "what happened at the hospital was my fault. Why don't I serve you dinner tonight? As an apology." Eleanor is confused for a second. "Wait, did Linda ever serve me food before?" she thinks. But out loud she says, "Okay." Linda walks toward the kitchen. Her expression changes. She takes out a packet of powder, an aphrodisiac meant for animals, and secretly mixes it into Elena's bowl. Sarah watches silently from a distance. Then Linda drops a green, worm like substance into Elena's soup, smirking. "After drinking this, let's see how you act, Elena. You'll make a fool of yourself in front of everyone." Sarah walks over and sees everything. Linda freezes, but Sarah leans in and whispers, "Whatever you're doing, I support you." She smiles wickedly. "That girl needs to be taught a lesson." Then Sarah adds, "But this isn't enough. We should add more." Linda realizes she's not the only one who hates Elena, and the two women laugh together in dark agreement. The table is filled with delicious dishes, and Linda's friends are excited. "Wow, young Master Victor really knows how to treat his guests," one of them says. Elena gives a polite, almost pitiful smile. "Yes, you're right. Let's enjoy the dinner." Inside his mind, Victor thinks smugly, "Now that she's calm, I know she won't dare go against me." She can't resist my anger. Poor girl. But in Elena's mind, the thoughts are sharper. You think I'm scared of your anger? This isn't the old Elena. Let's see who becomes the real fool tonight. You, your mother, or Linda. Then Linda and Sarah walk in with bowls of hot soup. Linda's face is filled with fake cheer, hiding her true rage. I made this special soup just for you, Elena. Please enjoy it. One of Linda's friends chimes in. Wow, Linda, you're so kind. Even after everything this useless girl has done, you still made soup for her? Victor adds, Move, Elena. Let Linda sit there. But Linda says sweetly, No, no, let her stay. Please, Elena, have the soup. Elena smiles and says, Thank you, Linda. As she reaches for the bowl, she accidentally spills some of the hot soup onto Linda's hand. Linda cries out, You bitch! What are you doing? Victor and the others jump up, clearly angry. Linda made that soup just for you, and this is how you repay her? Say sorry, one of her friends snaps. Elena lowers her head and says calmly, Oh, it's my fault. Please forgive me, Linda. Linda pretends to be kind. No worries. Just take the soup and enjoy it. She places two bowls on the table. Elena picks one without hesitation. Sarah leans in and says, Taste it, Elena. Linda made it, just for you. Meanwhile, in Linda's mind, she remembers what Sarah told her earlier. After she drinks the soup, we'll send a hobo we hired from the street into the guest room. Once the powder works, she'll be a mess. She'll embarrass herself completely. Linda had laughed at the time and now smiles wickedly as she watches Elena sipping the soup. To her surprise, Elena drinks it happily and compliments her. Wow, Linda, you're actually a good cook. I like it. Linda and Sarah glance at each other, pleased. One of Linda's friends smirks. Of course it's good. Linda only serves high quality. You better enjoy it, Elena, because someone like you won't ever get a chance like this again. And trust me, you'll never have a man like Victor. Elena bursts into laughter. Linda's friend scowls. What's so funny? Did I say something stupid? Elena replies with a smirk. Oh, I just thought it was hilarious, imagining Miss Eleanor Green making soup for Master Victor. Victor, Sarah, and Linda don't like the tone, but they don't say anything. Elena then looks at Linda, who's now sipping from her own bowl of soup. Her face changes with every taste: discomfort, confusion, disgust. Elena sees it and struggles to hold back her laugh. Then, pretending to feel strange, Elena leans back and fans herself. Ah, it's so hot in here. Linda's eyes light up. The powder's working, she thinks. Elena, are you okay? She asks sweetly. Elena acts dizzy. Linda gets up and walks over. Suddenly, Elena stumbles like she's going to fall. Linda catches her. Oh no, Elena whispers. I don't know what's happening to me. Linda hides her evil smile and acts concerned. Poor Elena. Don't worry. I'll take care of you. She turns to Victor and the guests. Please continue dinner. I'll help her lie down upstairs. We'll be right back. Victor nods.